For decades, Bill Cosby was one of the most beloved figures in American entertainment. Known as America's Dad, his iconic role on The Cosby Show made him a household name, and his clean-cut comedy earned him admiration across generations. But today, at 88 years old, Cosby's life looks very different, and many say it's a sad and cautionary end to a once-celebrated career. The rise of America's Dad. In the 1980s, Bill Cosby seemed untouchable. The Cosby Show wasn't just a sitcom, it was a cultural phenomenon. The show highlighted an educated, successful African-American family, breaking stereotypes and inspiring millions of viewers worldwide. At his peak, Cosby was not only one of television's most respected actors, but also one of the most powerful figures in Hollywood. He wasn't just a comedian or actor, he was a role model, admired for his family-friendly image and philanthropic work. Few could have predicted how quickly that image would unravel. The fall from grace by the mid-2010s, accusations of misconduct against Cosby surfaced, shaking the entertainment industry to its core. Dozens of women came forward with allegations, leading to one of the most high-profile trials in modern history. In 2018, Cosby was convicted and sentenced to prison. Once adored by millions, he suddenly became one of the most controversial figures in Hollywood. His conviction sent shockwaves through his fan base and destroyed the reputation he had built over decades. Prison and Release Cosby served nearly 3 years behind bars before the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his conviction in 2021, citing violations of his due process rights. Although he walked free, the damage to his career and public image was irreversible. When he returned home, there was no Hollywood comeback waiting. Networks had long since cut ties with him, his awards and honors were stripped, and the industry that once celebrated him now wanted nothing to do with him. How he lives now at 88. Bill Cosby lives a quiet and isolated life in his Pennsylvania mansion. Reports suggest that he rarely appears in public, spending most of his days surrounded by only a handful of close supporters and family members. Once a man who thrived in front of audiences, he now lives in near seclusion, his career all but erased. Physically, age has caught up with him. Cosby's health is said to be declining. He struggles with vision issues and has limited mobility. For someone who once commanded stages around the world with humor and charisma, this decline feels especially heartbreaking to those who grew up admiring him. The legacy debate today. Bill Cosby's legacy remains one of the most debated in entertainment history. On one hand, his groundbreaking work in television cannot be erased. He paved the way for future Black entertainers and changed how families were portrayed on TV. On the other hand, his personal controversies overshadow nearly everything else. Fans who once adored him are left conflicted. Do they remember him for his art? Or for the scandals that destroyed his career? A tragic ending for a man once celebrated as America's Dad. The reality of Bill Cosby's later years is undeniably sad. Isolated, disgraced and aging, he lives a life far removed from the bright lights and laughter he once brought to millions. His story stands as a powerful reminder that fame and fortune can disappear in an instant, and that choices, both good and bad, shape how history remembers us.